Hello and welcome to freedomthroughastrology.com, where we're giving you the keys to hopefully a happy and a successful life. Apologize for this being late, technical difficulties, sinuses, and there's a new set of kittens in the house. My name is Donald Patak. I am your astrologer. There's my contact information. I'm an FCEA certified astrologer working on my craftsperson certificate, standard YouTube copyright. This is the astrological forecast for the week of October 16th through October 23rd, 2023. Featured transits. Moon is going to be very fast this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It is going to be blowing through a sign a day till it settles down in Sagittarius. Yeah, that's a joke. You'll get it. The south and north node of the moon are both active this week. South node showing you what you need to leave behind, how you're holding yourself back. The north node is how you can do that. Pluto is in a square to both the Sun and Mercury and a little bit more. So with that, let's get to the reading for, I don't know how many times I have tried this today. I have not had luck with my sinuses, or technology has not been my friend either. We begin. Today, the moon is in Libra. Hold on one second. Got to grab my notes. We begin with the moon starts out in Sagittarius or not Sagittarius, in Virgo, beginning the week, striving for that perfectionist attitude. And late Monday, it goes into Libra. So moon in Libra, this is a time to pause and regroup, reflect, find moments and place to find peace in your life. Where can you just leave and chill out? Embrace paradox. That's what Libra can do quite well. So be prepared and expect paradox, embrace it. Ambiguity will be okay too for the next day. Be careful about struggling to make choices or avoiding them. Yeah, you're going to have to make a choice. Not making the choice makes a mess of things. So, clear the drawings. Tuesday, we get a couple of things that hit. I'm going to hit with the moon first. I'm going to begin with the moon in Scorpio, and then I'll go to the other transits. This happens late in the day, but moon in Scorpio, prepare to face unsettling truths that may affect you emotionally. Prepare for deep and potentially intense conversations or powerful moods. Also, be careful of making situations overly complex or falling into a moody state. What can cause this? So that's going to be an effect. What is the cause? The cause is going to be the sun in Virgo. First of all, it is, I'm going to clear that up because you can't really see it too well. There we go. The sun in Virgo is going to be conjunct the south node and in Virgo, and at the same time, it is going to be opposite the north node in Pisces. Oppositions are about balancing, so it's being able to work the two energies, seeing the two energies. I'm going to read this just a little bit backwards. Sun in Virgo is showing you how to improve and where you need to improve, where your self-identity, showing you how you sabotage, how the ego sabotages itself and how it can sabotage you through hesitation, self-doubt, self-criticism, and endless planning without taking action. That's how you're holding yourself back. What's the solution? North node in Pisces. That is what this is showing you. Excuse me. How to go with the flow. North Node in Pisces is learning to go with the flow. Things come, what really matters, and asking that question, what does really matter? And being able to winnow that down to that. Also practicing self-love instead of the self-criticism, learning to accept yourself as you are, knowing, yeah, you're going to get better down the line, but right now, love yourself as you are and say, you know what, I'm good enough. This is an unconditional and given freely without any strings attached. If you fail that, this becomes that excessive, I'm going to borrow a line from fundamentalist Christianity, salvation by works, where people think that they have to do kind of work and work and work. And the message of the North Node in Pisces is just let it come. Sometimes these types of things just have to come to you and just be realized when they are. So that's kind of the message there. Let me hit the moon in Leo. Okay. Let me clear. And on the 18th, I'm going to go a little bit later because I want to have it all lined up. We have something very similar here. Again, I'm going to do it a little bit. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. You have Mercury conjunct the South Node, how you're holding yourself back with thinking, learning, and communication. And it's opposed to the North Node in Pisces. I think we're up to Wednesday here. I'm not sure what day is today, 16th. Yeah, this is Wednesday. I'm sorry. Still feeling a little heady, still feeling a little off. But Mercury, it is going to be conjunct the South Node. And Mercury is always curious and wants to learn more, know more. Conjunct the South Node, it is showing how you're preventing yourself from learning more and knowing more. Endless chatter and acting like a know-it-all, some of the ways that learning can be sabotaged, especially that self-knowing thing. Also, looking for shortcuts and hacks where there are none, or trying to be one. An example here is a student who knows he's got to write this essay on a novel he's reading in the English class. So he goes to one of those online text generators, those AI text generators, and he has that and he turns that in rather than sitting down, reading the novel, making the notes, and doing what the teacher has asked him to do. When it comes time for that test, it's just going to blow up in his face because he's not actually going to have done the work. So skip looking for the shortcuts. Just pay attention to the message. Here is how you're holding yourself back. And again, the North Node in Pisces is about learning to go with the flow and accept things as they are. Yeah, there may be a step-by-step process that you go through. Learn how to do that. Think of the canal locks in the Erie Canal. If you're familiar with how the Erie Canal works or how canals work, you have the boat at the lower level and it's got to get up here. Well, what do? They raise the boat up slowly. There's no shortcut. When it's up to this level, then it can move on. That's what you're going to have to go through. It's a step by step, but it's going with the flow and letting. And sometimes you have to work with things as they come along. That's the message here. Know how you're holding yourself back. Be looking for it and expect the next step and go with it as it comes. And also, this is going emotionally, what's going on. This is this wonderful sign a day for a bit. The moon enters a fucus here. Remember, a fucus is the wounded healer. So this is emotional healing. This is a time for emotion. This is time for emotional healing, true emotional healing. Look to people that you connect with on an emotional level. And if you do not work with those people that you connect with deeply on a more emotional level, what this can lead to is self-sabotage and deepening of the wounds. So this time is a time of emotional healing. Know what you're running into this day with also the South Node, and conjunct the Sun and all this. All of that coming together can show you where you're ready for deep emotional healing, and that the healing comes by going with the flow, etc. Uh, And the sun is joined to Mercury at this time as well. The ego is having an opportunity to learn new ways and communicate, and that can also lead to the healing. Be prepared for opportunities to speak up for yourself and be heard. Opportunities do present them. Also, opportunities to learn do present themselves. I love stuttering. If you miss these opportunities, it can lead to boredom and a feeling of wasting time. And you'll know you're on the wrong path or you're missing the path if you mindlessly chatter. And that's a way of avoiding the learning. Okay. Also, acting like a know it all is a sign that you're kind of missing this. So you're getting the sun conjunct to Mercury, conjunct the south node of the moon, highlighting all these ways you're holding yourself back in becoming who you are and learning about who you are, etc. And the solution is over here, north node, go with the flow, take it. Yeah, learning can happen step by step. It can happen slowly. Just learn to embrace things as they happen and expect the healing to happen. Clear that. And on the 20th, oh, I got to close this. And that's on the 19th. I'm sorry, I missed the night. Was there anything on the 19th? Yes. On the 19th, let me get here. This is the joke here. Um, Honestly, Sagittarius is kind of a happy sign. It's ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter likes joy and happiness. So there might be some joy in the journey here. Moon entering Sagittarius, expect the unexpected. And I'm reminded of Monty Python and the Holy Grail here. Not the Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Monty Python skits. Nobody expects, you're right, nobody does expect it, but expect the unexpected. Expect surprises. The next couple of days are going to be full of surprises, and hopefully, Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter, joyful surprises. Also, my notes say that a challenging situation may present itself because you can handle it. You are capable of handling it. That's why the universe or the divine or whatever you believe in presents these things to you, because it knows you can handle it. And this is part of the plan of you learning and growing and becoming who you really are. This is the step. Find your place of inspiration. And if you break it down, inspiration, inspire in spirit. How do you connect to the divine? What are your beliefs about that? However you do that, I don't preach religion. I don't preach, tell people how to practice. You know what's best for you. Learn that. This is a time to figure out how to be inspired, knowing that the answer will come to you. New openings, opportunities may arise. Be careful of becoming rigid or clinging to the status quo. Humans tend to be emotional, controlling, and want to control things. This is a time to expect the unexpected and just work with it. It's going to be here. It's going to happen. So there you go. And I like to say it's in Sagittarius. If you expect the unexpected and you take it as a surprise and look for the good somewhere, you'd be surprised what you're going to find. Let me clear that. And on the 20th, let me get into the 20th here. Okay, I have to pull this over here. I have so many things writing, it's making my computer a little bit slower. On the 20th, there we go. We can see both of them. Good. Both the sun and Mercury, the sun and Mercury, circle them right here, are, both of them in Virgo, are in a square to clear. I'm sorry. Yeah, the sinus medication is making me just a little groggy. It's in a square to Pluto I'm going to get Pluto, all hail Pluto, drawn properly here. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I have been trying to record this, I don't know how many times, and I'm just going to go with it. Sun conjunct Mercury in a square to Pluto. So both of them. What are you learning about yourself? How are you communicating? How do you communicate? Again, in Sagittarius, in Virgo, what are you learning about yourself? What are you learning about how you communicate? And as it pertains to your belief systems, Pluto and Sagittarius is about shedding outdated belief systems. Belief systems, that's what the whole Pluto retrograde was about. Belief systems that are outdated, no longer fit you, no longer serve you. Ideally, in that time, you were going through your wardrobe, you found the clothes that don't fit you, and you chucked them. Well, now new clothes. You can hear the kittens in the background. I don't know if you can either. I almost want to go over and see what's going on, but Mama Cat doesn't like it when I do that. So this is now about healing the wounds from these outdated belief systems that have been holding you down and holding you back. You're learning, you're seeing this is the challenge maybe of embracing new belief systems and new ideas about yourself and what you believe so that you can integrate them into your personality, into your learning, and begin working with them. So this is a time to face and speak the difficult truths about your life. Information can come together and heal you and see these truths. People that can help and see you may come across as serious or real. The opportunity being missed, you run into a mental block. You'll run into all sorts of blocks. And this can this is my note. This is what I wrote down. And I said, I'm not changing this at all. This can lead, missing this opportunity has you living a lie instead of living life. And with the sun, that's Mercury, adding sun, the ego is facing deep truths, time to integrating them. This is the challenge of integrating them. I'm going to talk about the square in just a little second. Healers can come forth as well. So teachers, healers come forth to work with you and help you. Missing this opportunity is going to lead to the blame game, and ego will get darker. And I want to point out, like I say, a square. If you look at the pyramids have lasted thousands of years because they're built on squares. They're built on tensions. That challenge, the way things are working, are held in place by that. So whatever you do with this transit is going to last a long time. Are you making diamonds or are you making dust? You know, that pressure can create diamonds or it can grind things into dust, and what you will last. So this is the challenge of beginning to integrate new beliefs and new ideas into yourself, about yourself, how you learn, how you communicate, what are the deeper truths about yourself that you need to embrace. Okay, clear all drawings, close this out. One of these days, I'm just going to make this into slides. On the 21st, just so I have them both up there, makes it easier. Okay. The first one we have is Venus in Leo is in a trine to Jupiter, which is retrograde. So this is this is internal, and it's a trine. So this is a good, easy energy to work with. So whatever choice you make, decide to work with this positively. This will be easy work and you will create something good. However, if you decide to choose to work with this in the shadow, not the shadow, but the dark side, whatever you want to call it, you're going to create a mess. It's going to be an easy way to create a mess. This is a time to release stress, have fun, step out in life. And remember, Venus is about relationships, creativity, learning about, in Leo, it wants to be expressive. Jupiter in Aries, Jupiter is Stephen Forrest talked about this in a seminar that I was listening to. Jupiter is the gift of the gods. Courage, where are you being courageous? Where are you called to have courage right now with your gift and what you're supposed to be doing with retrograde? It's internal. Find the courage. Your courage is how are you learning this internally before Jupiter goes direct and it becomes living out. This is a time to release stress, have a little fun, step out into life. How are you doing that? How are you having fun? How are you being creative? How are you enjoying your relationships? And so this is an opportunity to see and picture new relationships, opportunities for creativity. And also about being supportive and forgiving of others that can renew relationships and restore relationships. Be open to those with big hearts, those that love to live life, and find the joy in everyday. How do you find joy in everyday events? Little things that mean a lot, so to speak, and that you can have fun with, like those kittens like 15 feet away from me. I'll talk about them at the end. Finding the joy in everyday life. Failing this, if you miss this opportunity, you can make false assumptions about others that ruin relationships and have the potential to make you look like a big fool. So that's one transit. So there you go. And the other one, Mercury in Virgo, good old Mercury in Virgo. I'm going to draw this before I do anything else, is in a trine to Saturn. This is a retrograde. So again, this is internal work. In a trine, Saturn retrograde. It's about there, but I'm going to do this. It's 120 degrees. Saturn retrograde, the great work of being yourself, being authentic, being real, being that individual. And this is a time to be open and learning about the work and creating the authentic self. So this is internal work. You're learning about who you really are, how you think, how you learn, how you communicate. How are you authentically doing that? That's kind of what this is about. This is a time, and Saturn wants to do the work. So this is a time of effort. You're going to be putting a little work into this. What is needed to move forward in your life? And events arise to show you what and where you need to learn and grow. And with Saturn in Aquarius, what is it? It's your individuality and its authenticity. You're learning about who you are, I'm going to say here. Know that serious teachers are needed to help you through this time in order to succeed. So somebody really serious may point something out about you. Listen to them. Be open to hearing that. And there's an old line, Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. Take it seriously. You know, this person may have your, and more likely than not, has your best interests at heart and can see something that can help you grow and become a more authentic person. Thinking that an easy way out will lead you to laziness and failure, and know that a know-it-all attitude is a sign that you're on a wrong path. Been there, done that, got photos? No, you don't. You know, this is an opportunity for you to learn something new about yourself and something that makes you more real, more authentic, and helps you become a better version of yourself. And last but not least, on the 22nd, oops, I got to close this out or it's not going to move. On the 22nd, let me move it back just a little bit because I can. There we go. The moon moves into practical Capricorn. Yeah. Capricorn, this strange animal, it's a sea goat. So this comes from the seal living in water, dreams and ideas, and the goat climbing the mountain, making it real. So really Capricorn's about taking an idea, making it real. Not sure why I put that in this recording, but there you go. And this is the time to accept the challenge and do the work of becoming emotionally more mature. Okay, because the opportunities are here for you to be able to grow and learn. So take that idea of I can be better at this and then learning how to do it. Situations that are going to come and to present to you that will help you become more emotionally mature. Be careful of becoming a control freak, especially of others. It can alienate you from them, especially those people that you need to help you at this time. So control freak attitude means you're on the wrong path. Let it go. Listening to people who are giving you constructive criticism or helpful advice that can help you become a better person, do so. So there we go. I will clear that. Clear all drawings, close that. And again, I apologize for this having taken so long to get up. Let's see. If you found this helpful, this is the Freedom Through Astrology website. If you click on the subscribe button, it takes you to a page. Enter your email right here. It's kind of hard to see, but if you look real carefully, you can see. I really would like to make this, oops, didn't annotate. It's right next to the black sign up button. It says email address. Enter your email right there, click sign up. You get a once a week newsletter from me. In that, I talk a little bit about the transits, lesson of an astrology lesson that pertains to the week. Usually I try to make those mini lessons relevant. News on upcoming events that I will be at. Also, if I'm offering any sort of discount, what sort of discount is, etc. If I'm giving a discount, that's the best place to try and find it. That's the best place it will be. So I offer a discount at a site or an event. I will also offer it to you there. If you want to schedule an appointment, have and learn learn about your birth chart from the ideal of evolution astrology. It is a map of the lessons you came here to learn, and you want to know what those lessons are. If you click on scheduling, you can book a live one-to-one with me, natal chart, which is your birth chart, what the end goal line is, your karmic or a past life reading, and then the transits. I can help you understand these transits as they apply personally to your life and what houses they're happening in. That would be probably the half hour of the dispositor reading, either or. And these other transits, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, this is a map of the lessons that are coming up to you at those times. And I pick out the lessons that I think are most important or are going to have the greatest impact at your life. So this is live one-to-one. If that doesn't work for your schedule, under services, I have recordings, and I should have recordings there. And everything is available here as well. All of these recordings, with the exception of the quick 6 reading, have a limited follow-up where we do our best to schedule the one-to-one meeting, a short one-to-one meeting, depending on which reading you're getting, depends on how long it will be. And you can play 20 questions with me, and I answer your questions as the best of my ability. And I want to thank you for this, for taking the time to watch this reading. Again, I apologize for this being late, but I've been under the weather from these weather fronts and from being kept up at night by, kittens crying. The short story is I had a cat run into my house. Her name is Shadow. She is all gray. She's really stealthy and playing one of those muscle bouncing. She wound up getting pregnant, and I don't have a male cat. She was outside, got pregnant, and she had a litter of 3 kittens in my house. And she had them in a very inconvenient place that would have been very hard for her to take care of them. And I did set up a cat carrier with old blankets and towels, and that I change out so that she has nice clean bedding for her and her kittens. And sometimes they keep me up late at night. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to my little rant about the kittens. No, I have not named them yet. I'm working on that. Have yourself a good week, and I wish you the best. Whoops.